if they wrote this song in Michigan, where the farms are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dominoes, dominoes. That's right.
Now, Alan, how come you get mad at the country guy for writing the Applebee's song, but you don't get mad at Clutch for writing the Dominoes song?
Clutch gets a free pass for anything and everything they do.
Critical.
Apparently Tom Morello has already got beef with Kid Rock, by the way.
What do you do?
I'll show you. Yeah, apparently, before the break, I played that Kid Rock song. Don't tell me how to live, you know. And yeah, Tom Morello apparently didn't take too kindly to it. So stupid. Yeah. He doesn't really have a beef. I was just
Silly.
joshing. I was just joshing.
Kidding.
Oh. But still, the
now, is there a contingent of Kid Rock fans that are similar to like the Rage Against the Machine fans? Like, I liked it when they weren't political.
No,
yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Kid Rock fans want more politics in their songs, as long as it agrees with them.
Well,
what I'm saying is, there a liberal Kid Rock fan that's like,
I'm a liberal Kid Rock fan, but I'm not. I get it. I know what he's about, so I'm not gonna be mad that he's singing about that.
Yeah,
you know.
Who cares?
But there's people that got mad at Rage Against the Machine.
People are stupid.
Hey, Randy.
Hey.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon.
What's going on?
I need to be on the blacklist. I need that number. I need it bad.
500?
I got the number.
Were you the guy that was waiting for number 500?
I'm the guy. When I'm the guy that was waiting for number 500, when I've been waiting silently for 500, and I was at the right place at the right time.
I see. Okay. Well, then I guess you're going to be number 500, Randy.
I would be honored to be number 500.
Is it just R-A-N-D-Y?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, then I'll mark you down, Randy. Number 500. You might be the very last one on there, but number 500.
Hey, guys. Thank you very much for all the great years. I've enjoyed you for years. It's an honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy. Put him on the blacklist.
Number 500. I feel like I should be making a bigger deal out of it.
Actually, we miscounted. He's 501.
Dang.
Oh, no.
It's Randy!
Oh, 500.
Oh, he's making it official immediately.
Yeah. Well, I should have asked him. I should have clarified if he was a half.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
499.5.
I think he's been waiting long enough. Give him the full, even if he is a half.
For years, he said. For years.
Randy. Okay.
Randy's pumped.
How many A's did you put in it?
2 in 1 day. It's feast or famine around here with the blacklist.
Well, we don't really promote it like we used to.
It's Randy!
But usually what happens is when we add someone, then there's like, well, I want to be on the blacklist, and then you get a bunch more, and then you get the phonies calling in. We don't like the phonies.
Is that what you call people? Is that what you call callers now? Phonies?
Yeah, phonies.
No, people that try and act.
All right, phonies.
It's like, it's white people that try and get on the blacklist. They try and trick us.
That Kid Rock, the chorus of the Kid Rock song sounds like Team America.
So I was like, it sounds like a parody song.
It sounds like Alan doing Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Ain't Nobody Gonna Tell Me How to Live is the Kid Rock interpretation of I'm Living for Me.
Yes.
There you go.
He is living for him.
Ain't nobody gonna tell Mary how to live either.
Dude, I do what I want, man. You don't even know me.
That's right. Out there screaming at trees.
I'll kill you, dude.
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
Alan, without the hillbilly twang, you say the exactly the same thing. Anyone who disagrees with me is an idiot. I've never said that. I just talk to a lot of idiots. Doesn't mean that anyone who disagrees. There are plenty of people who disagree with me on things that aren't idiots. I just happen to talk to a lot of idiots. Some of them agree with me. I've met people who are idiots and still agree with me. Doesn't make them any smarter. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Who is number one on the blacklist? It's
Crystal.
Crystal. Yeah, number one. 500 people ago.
That's a lot of people.
Over the course of a decade plus.
You'll be starting your 12th year?
It'll be 12 years this Christmas. Yeah, we only have like 15 shows left in the year, 15 live shows left, because 2 shows this week, and then 5 shows next week, 5 the week after, and then I think 4.
3.
3? I think 4. Yeah,
we're taking
no,
that Friday off, too.
The 16th is the last live show of
But
the
are we
year.
taking a day off in, like, the 10th or something?
Oh, the 10th, yeah, I'm out of town. So, yeah, we've got, I think, 15 live shows left. And then when we return on January 3rd, we'll be in our brand new...
Here.
Oh, wait a second. We'll be back here again.
Maybe there will be a Christmas miracle, and we will be at the new studios.
You guys don't believe in fate. You can't believe in miracles.
We didn't say anything about fate.
You don't believe in you can't believe in one and not the other. You believe in miracles, but not fate.
I didn't say that
I don't believe in either
it.
of them.
I said there could be.
There could be.
Because it would definitely...
That's true.
That's the thing that would make me
Just
believe in miracles.
Just because we don't believe in it doesn't mean it's not true. It's just that, say it with me, there's no evidence to
scientific
support...
yeah,
there's no evidence at all to support it, scientific or otherwise.
I don't know what you're saying, man.
Alan, can I get on the blacklist? My name is Rachel Dolezal. Yes. Remember when she was on the show years ago?
Yes.
Oh, God.
What a wild ride it's been.
What a wild ride. Yeah, next May will be my 30th anniversary in radio. I'll bring in a bunch of old tapes and everybody can laugh at me.
That'd be fun.
Where are you going to play them? We don't have cassette players here.
I will.
That's about all we have here.
I will. Yeah. No, I will render them into another format by then. Yeah.
Making more work for yourself.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. That's pretty. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Yeah. So
snagging that for a drop is pretty great.
Yeah. Anytime somebody gives me a hard time. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
When anybody breaks a rule, that'll be what we play.
That's right.
Big rule breakers around here.
Alan, FYI, I was at the downtown CLE clothing store. They knew who you were, gave me the discount. I wasn't quite sure of the word, and they said, that's okay. You know what you're talking about, so they gave me the 20%. Well, there you go. I guess that's the other end of it. They're like, you don't know the word, that's cool. You're mentioning a word.
Hey, there's a code word
There's a word, tofurkey, or I don't know what it is.
Try that everywhere you go. Go to Walmart. Hey, there's a code word I'm supposed to give you.
Alan Cox Show After Hours line. You can use that line anytime if you just want to drop us a quick message. It is 216-986-8903.
Hey, guys, it's Albert here. A couple days behind, but Alan, listening to your comic book collection, and if what you say is true, what you have, I would love to go through these for you. Bill's seen my Instagram stories. He could vouch for my comic book nerdness. I got a pretty extensive collection myself, but your turtles, for example, depending what shape it is, you're looking anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 of what that number one is worth. If it's the first print, your Werewolf by Night, $4 to $7 grand, depending on the value of it. So I would like to offer my expertise to you as a master comic nerd to look at your stuff and let you know what you got. You'll probably say no because, well, that's just you. But other than that, hey, that's awesome if you guys got it. I always like looking at other people's stuff and seeing what they got. Have a great holiday, guys. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, no. But listen, he's pretty sharp. He knew what I was going to say. Yeah, Kevin Eastman was married to Julie Strain. Eastman and Laird are the guys that did the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And he was married to Julie Strain. Does anybody remember Julie Strain? She was like this hot piece back in the day. She might have been...
invented the colander, right?
She did, yes. She was like a Penthouse pet in the early 90s. She was, I don't know if she was like a body model for, like heavy metal comic books and stuff. And she died years ago. But she was married to Kevin Eastman for a while. She had retrograde amnesia, and it wiped out the memory of her childhood.
Oh, wow.
So she couldn't remember anything from when she was a kid because she
sounds nice.
She fell off a horse. For some people, it'd be great.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
If my
The
memory
listeners
just
would love
started
that.
at 20,
If the listeners would love if you got that, Mary.
I would be like, "What city did I grow up in? What?"
I don't
Trouble.
know.
Well, trouble is though, because she died. It hasn't even been a year yet. She died last January because of that fall or whatever, and whatever brain stuff she had. She had like early stage dementia young.
yeah.
So she was only like mid-50s when she died.
What day did she die?
What day did she die?
Yeah.
You see that she's like twinsies with your dad or
Yeah.
something?
January the 10th.
Oh, 14th was my dad.
I bet your dad would have known who Julie Strain was.
Probably.
Yep, lady that invented the colander.
She didn't want to name it after herself. She's not egotistical.
Do you talk to your dad, CERN?
What? Do I talk to him? Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes.
I was
Sometimes I'll like. I don't have the one that he's like buried in. Obviously, is in the ground. But we all got little small ones. Sometimes I'll hold it. I'll kiss it. And I'll say, "Miss you, Dad," and I'll put it back on the shelf.
I feel like if I was just sitting on a couch and like nothing was on, I would just look at it and be like, "Shut up, Dad."
Sometimes
Stop judging me on my life.
I'll do that throughout my day, or I'll like say something that reminds me of him, or something, just like random stuff like that, where I'll like talk to him throughout the day, or I'll be like, "Oh man, that was a dad thing to do."
So my mom, before I left for Mexico, she was mad at me talking to you guys about the snacks that she was buying me.
Your King's Hawaiian roll snacks.
So, but she right before I left, she was like, "Here's some snacks. Go." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take." Like, I think. I
Yeah,
took,
so
like,
are
a
you
cookie.
back at your place now?
I'm back at my place now.
Yeah.
My roommate tested negative, like everything's fine. But I did have to stop home to get all the clothes that I left. And so all the snacks that she did buy, I'm like, ooh, now I'm about to pick up where I left off. She ate them all to spite me. Like, she ate them.
Or maybe she just wanted to eat them and she knew she could buy more.
And it
than
was a
she
whole week.
Yes, you were gone for a week.
I put them
Was
in the-
time supposed to stand still?
I set them aside because I'm like, I'm going to come back for these. I appreciate this. Like, and she's like, no, you tried to play me. She told me, she said, you tried to play me on the radio. Now I ate all your ice cream sandwiches. And I'm like, what are those ice cream sandwiches? She's like, well, you should have been talking trash. I'm like, oh, okay then. All my Funyuns, my big mall cookie, like all that stuff is gone.
Funyuns are good, man.
Funyuns are not.
The entire
love
bag. It was a
Funyuns.
huge bag. It wasn't just one of the little individual bags that you could stick
She
on
ate
your
the
plate.
whole thing.
She bought me a bunch of snacks
Over the course of a week?
We're jumping
Yeah,
through-
you could.
Brown Friday's coming early to Poundcake's mom's house.
Nah, I left. I was like, that's why I'm leaving this trifling house. Like, I was mad.
This trifling house. You ate my King's Rolls. You ate my Funyuns.
She's like, shouldn't have been talking trash.
Yeah, I get you.
My mom has the munchies.
She's right. You shouldn't have been talking trash.
We had that cereal discussion was it last week or 2 weeks ago when we're on the topic of snacks. I bought a box of Fruity Pebbles yesterday because I was like, man, I do want some sugar cereal.
Disgusting.
I ate it all in one sitting. I ate the whole box. I poured myself one bowl and then I put it back and then I was still standing in the kitchen with like the cupboard open, grabbed the box, grabbed the thing of milk, and I sat down with all of it in front of the TV where I was like, screw it, I'm doing this. It was only like 3 bowls worth, but it was very,
Fruity Pebbles
very good.
is
I
a
love
good
Fruity
cereal.
Pebbles, man. That's probably my favorite sugar cereal.
There was a guy, when I was on in Detroit, I did a morning show in Detroit for about 5 or 6 years while doing the show here. And there was a guy who had basically worked for every radio station in Detroit. It was a guy named John O'Leary. And he was still on the air when I was on there, but he had gone up and down the dial in Detroit. And they found him over the weekend. His roommate stabbed him to death.
Ooh.
He was 68 years old.
Here's the part that bums me out. A lifetime in radio. Still has a roommate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Well, he's just like a journeyman jock, right?
That's my life.
I mean, if you stay in one market your whole career, yeah. But some people want to do that. They don't want to go anywhere. They just like, somebody else will hire me. You can make enough of a name for yourself where someone will hire you. But yeah, you're 68 and you have a roommate in the suburbs. But the guy stabbed him to death. That ain't no way to go out.
Cody, this is your future.
This could have been Poundcake's mom.
Right.
But he won't give us that pleasure. He won't move back in with his mom. Give us all the drama.
Move back in with your mom.
So many
Think of all the money
stories.
you'd save. Stories and money saved.
No, because I would have to drive into work every day. That's a long drive.
The old man downstairs from me died. If you want a 1-bedroom apartment, it's available in
Recently?
January. Friday.
Really?
My mom picks me up from there.
How did you find that out?
Well, I actually felt really bad that this was my reaction. My mom picked me up from the airport and she goes, I got some bad news to tell you. And I was like, oh, is the cat dead? Like, did you forget to feed her or something? And you came home and she was dead? And she goes, no, but the old man downstairs is. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, man, I would have been devastated if my cat died. But he had cancer and he was like in his 80s. He was really old and very small.
Probably stinks.
He didn't die in the apartment.
Oh, okay.
He was in hospice. But I guess she was there feeding the cat when his daughter and son-in-law were there. And they were like kind of going through his stuff and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that opens up a
Was
unit in your
mom
building.
Like, got any lamps?
What are you, any treasures in there?
Any old newspapers?
Artifacts or... Yeah, no, that's... So yeah, there'll be an open apartment in my building. A little garden apartment, Cody. You can start in the ground just like I did. Right next to the boiler room.
Mm-hmm. And what do you pay? What do you pay around?
I think when I was there, it was $550 when I was downstairs.
Ooh, I can totally afford
I know
that.
you can. That's what you're paying now. You can have your own apartment, and we could be neighbors.
Well, I'm still under lease, so I can't just leave.
Your name's not on the lease.
Yeah,
My name is
nobody
on the
ever skips
lease.
out on their lease.
But I don't want to be that person. I have integrity.
You don't.
Since
What?
when?
That's the one place you have integrity is your lease?
I don't want to skip out on someone. That's mean.
No,
want
I
nobody doing
understand.
that to
It's just
me.
that's a weird thing to plant your
Listen,
flag in.
if you don't want to live in a basement where an old man got sick, I mean, that's fine.
No, hell yeah, I would
Just-
do it if I was free to. Yeah, absolutely.
You should talk to your roommate because he wants to. Like you said, he's always at his girlfriend's
He's
house.
always
anyway.
gone.
Nope, he's back. They broke up.
You got your friend
I was
back.
I was like, I come home from I come home from vacation, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, stuff's actually put together. Like, we have carpet now. Like, we have a kitchen table that's in pieces. The boxes are moved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no
I'm
more
like, my
boxes.
What happened? What'd you do with my boxes? And he was like, I'm putting a kitchen table here. I'm like, so you were that productive during COVID where you just
Yeah, the
started
girlfriend got
decorating
tired of him
stuff?
just skipping through the backyard to get to her house.
And he also couldn't go anywhere for a week. If he was locked down with COVID, he's like, might as well put up furniture.
I was
know?
upset. I'm like, you coming in here and disrupting my space.
Our space.
Disrupting your space by taking down the empty boxes?
And putting it in a kitchen
Putting
table.
in furniture.
Disrupting your space.
Now you want to come around. Girl, stood you up. Now all of a sudden you want to come back to our apartment. Making noise. Asking me for stuff. Where I put this and where I put that. Even though it's his stuff. But
Don't ask me where I put your forks.
I've been tending to it for the last, 6 months. Don't become creeping around now. I need your big spoon.
People are asking what you think the haunting situation might be.
That was the second question I asked my mom, was if he died in the apartment. And she said no, that he died in hospice.
You mentioned that. That doesn't mean anything. He didn't have to die in the apartment.
I think ghosts
You
haunt
don't
where they
only-
die.
Ghosts
Then
have the
I'll-
full range of the universe. Why would they only haunt where they die?
Why would they-
Plenty of
Hospitals and
would be full of ghosts.
yeah.
They
they're-
are. You guys don't
No,
know the rules.
they're not.
Yes, you do.
Ghosts can haunt wherever they want. This guy lived in his apartment. If he's like other old people, he probably lived there for 40 goddamn years.
I never saw him coming or going.
There you go. That means he lived there a long time. He lived there way longer than he was in hospice.
I'm saying that place
If
stinks.
he was going to haunt any place,
stink.
It does stink.
old people apartments usually smell like
They smell
something.
weird.
Well, they smell like Bengay, or
Yeah.
they smell lotion,
An
or
ointment.
salves.
All right.
Yeah.
I hate that word.
Ointment?
Ointment.
I don't think he'll haunt. He seemed, I don't know.
You don't
I
think
know.
he'll haunt?
I don't know him. I
How
honestly
well
don't
did
know
you?
him.
Well, then you don't know what his ghost or him would do.
I don't know anything about it. Never had a conversation with the guy. I saw him when his daughter would come pick him up.
Maybe that's why he lost the will to live,
You
because the
are
young
his-
girl never had a
I was the
conversation
one.
with him.
No, when
You're
I
his
lived,
unfinished business. He's got to have a conversation with you
no,
finally.
when I thought he died 2 years ago when I was in the basement, I was the one who called the cops and was like, "Hey, someone needs to come check on this old man. I haven't seen him in a week or two." Remember? That was I almost gave you the year again. That was when I was living down there, and the cops came and knocked, and he wasn't dead. So I am his friend. He's not gonna haunt me.
All right.
How is he your friend if you guys never had a conversation?
Because I at least had the
was
decency to
looking
call
out.
the cops to see if he was dead.
That doesn't make a friend.
It's not a foe.
I didn't. No one said it. You were
I think
foe.
ghosts haunt foes. Right?
I was so haunted by my foe.
He goes, Mary, I have 8 words for you. Mary, listen closely, 8 words.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
And now I'm dead.
If anything,
He
I
took
hope.
it real serious.
Right.
Oh, you gonna tell me how to live? Watch this.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
Maybe he'll haunt the people who smoke inside because he was on an oxygen tank and those people were smoking inside. So if he haunts them to the point where they move out.
And if you're a ghost, you can hide in their smoke rings.
Yeah.
Right? They'll never see him coming.
Appear in the smoke ring.
An apparition while
That's his
they're
face.
puffing a cig.
Wow. There could be some big changes coming up at Mar-a-Lago. Who knows?
It could be. Well, you should listen closely. You should set some motion detectors down. You should listen for any, random screams that might fill the air.
Ew.
What?
The lights just flickered. He's here.
If he's not haunting his apartment, why would he be here?
Because ghosts can haunt wherever they want.
That's
Remember,
right.
Alan?
She finally learned something. She came around to it. That's right. He died because Mary didn't thirst trap him with pictures.
He doesn't have the internet.
I showed my daughter, we watched Ghostbusters yesterday for the first time with my daughter.
How's
The first
that?
one?
She loved it. Although I did fast forward, I forgot there's like a PG movie with an oral sex joke in it when Aykroyd's laying there and the ghost undoes his pants. I'm like,
Yes, there is.
What is
The
this?
80s were weird.
Wow, I forgot all about that. I'm like, whoop! Click, click, click. What's happening?
I saw the new Ghostbusters yesterday. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement.
I mean, it was good. What do you want me to say? It was a good movie. I don't want to give stuff away, but it was a good movie.
All right.
It's fun. Laughed. Was a little,
Little verklempt?
It was
a little wistful? A little nostalgic?
They're a little nostalgic, and then there's some touching moments too. They hit a bunch of different chords.
Well,
so
I
it's
like to
good.
be touched. All right, I got to take a break here. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. Hit us up there if you like. And anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.